Hey man.
Hey.
Yeah, we're recording. Hey. Welcome to another episode of a Major Mixtape. I'm here with Hayden Sinclair. I should be talking to camera really, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Hayden Sinclair.
They don't have the little red lights, so it's like, which one am I looking at? Or
true.
Do you eyeball the camera?
Yeah, no, you can eyeball me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that weird, like then you get nervous about it, then you like do that quick look?
Plus this is audio only on the radio, so then no one can understand the camera
It's
thing.
even weird.
How you doing? Thanks for having me at your house.
Yeah, no, thanks for
In the
coming.
shed.
It's nice. This is the shed. This is...
We've gathered some things that are important to you, like your BMX.
Yep, and some cases.
Yep. They've been everywhere.
They have been everywhere. The BMX is not as important as the new bike now, which is at work currently.
Oh right,
Rode this morning.
You bargain.
Yeah, fucking bargain. Oops.
So the first bit we do is a bit of a origin story of you, and how you came to be where you are, a bit of musical, artistic background, things like that.
Yep.
So go for it.
Go for it. I feel like I've told this story so much.
Probably. I think you probably told me the story, definitely.
It's one of those ones that'll always end up coming in. No, so I grew up in Hawke's Bay, Hastings, so somewhere slightly worse of Hawke's Bay, but not Flaxmere.
Yeah.
So
Not Havelock North either. Is
no,
that better or worse?
that's better actually. I think I might call that West Hastings or something. I'm not sure. Like the council call it something like that. But I grew up, started playing guitar when I was 7. Started turning into a bogan by the time I was about 8 or 9. Just mild stuff
early.
like early, very early. My parents used to have the radio on, but never listened to the radio. So always listened to. They had like Uriah Heep tapes and Deep Purple, and I found AC/DC. And then when I was about 9 or 10, my brother, he brought Def Leppard Hysteria. You have to that was in the heavy metal section when I was a kid. And then I got that tape and he didn't like it. He's more of a kind of Brian Eno kind of guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I might be upselling him a bit. He was sad when Freddie Mercury died, let's put it that way. Yeah. I imagine a lot of people were, so that sounds callous. But I just loved, that was really got me into kind of like the guitar stuff, and then AC/DC, Faith No More, Cannibal Corpse, Metallica, Megadeth when I was an intermediate. Yeah. And then kind of got into playing in bands. First show was playing Dawn Patrol by Megadeth off Rust in Peace at our Form 2 like talent quest thing. So I played the bass and we had a friend drum and 2 of my friends did. I don't know if you ever heard the song, but it's all do 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 like it. So, which is funny looking back as an old person now, thinking what I would have thought of like my kid at that age. Yeah. Like that's for talent show we're gonna do Megadeth. My parents never questioned it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they were really good about that. They never even though my music tastes I did, especially at the time, were I guess strongly associated with Satanism and all that kind of thing. Like it was, it was a serious thing back then. And I think I bought my first electric guitar when it was the Santa 4 Ibanez thing, and a little practice amp, a Washburn one from memory, and a Ibanez yellow distortion pedal. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. And that was me, sussed. And then so that was my first show I ever did. Still into heaps of heavy metal, but got into stuff like Primus, and when Rage Against the Machine started, there was also the big era of it was like the Metallica and Megadeth debates going on amongst my bogan friends, and we'd sit in garages and 30-degree heats with black jeans and fishnet jerseys on, sweating, and that would happen, and then it would always be that, and then Pantera came along and just kind of won the whole thing, and that was it. Yeah. Pantera won, killed the argument, because it's like, obviously it's Pantera. Yeah. And then that could sound weird. That's a dog.
That's a dog.
By the way.
We do that to the camera. That's a dog. Yeah.
But Oh right, where were we? Oh yeah, so yeah, that was high school, rolled along, still playing guitar. We used to go in the same friend's brother, actually, this is the whole story. He had a garage, which he was a much older brother, you know, sometimes you have those friends and their brothers, like, he was a lot older brother. And so the mum was older, and I used to go to his house because we could just do whatever we want. She was real cool, so we used to hang out in his garage, and he had, you know, the Steinberg cutaway electric guitars, you know, the little square ones with the 9 and like the whatever guitar Joe Satriani was playing at the time, and like just rack units of you know, like effects racks and stuff like that. And so we used to sit out there and oh, I wish this wasn't true now, but we used to solo at each other like for weekends at a time in between playing Nintendo, and that was it. We'd just like and have all these effects and, you know, everything going on, and just like, yeah, this is my solo, and yeah, this is my solo, and I had long solos, like we're not talking modern day solos. Yeah, and so that went on for too many years. In 15 I got a Holden 4x12 cab thing, and then started playing in bands. Played in one called the Munch Bunch with Lee Preble from Blackseeds, who played guitar. That was my first real like public appearance band, and we were kind of played what you'd call probably like rap metal, but back when that didn't have a genre. And it was, we had two guys that one used to kind of growl and one rap, and then we'd kind of play like kind of heavy odd funk stuff and that. We did alright. We used to like play all the high school parties and stuff. It was real cool.
Sweet.
Get real drunk and stuff, and then that was it. I kept doing that, and we had a band called Adrian's Hamster at school. And they'd gone away to Palmerston North and come back, and they had a tape, and they had, you know, their name on it, the sticker, everything on it, and we were like, oh whoa, and we'd only been recording by hanging a mic from the ceiling. That was it. That was our tapes, because back then like recording was crazy expensive, and it wasn't something you could do at home very easily. And they'd come back and they had a tape and all this, and we're just like, oh, like Palmerston North just became like this place. The Stomach was like this icon, like it was like holy moly. Like, this is incredible, and it cost them like not much money, and we were just, oh, we got to do that. So we ended up leaving. When we left, we all went to Palmerston North pretty much, which is how I ended up here. For study reasons, I guess, but also because we wanted to record. We never ended up recording or something like that. But we did play shows back in the old Stomach, and we played a few. I think they used to have battle of the bands kind of things, and certainly had no idea about doing shows and stuff like that back then. But in the meantime, the whole kind of thing changes. That when I was about 17 or 18, I went to the Raven Onikawa and an industrial thing, and walked in and heard like techno for the first time, kind of really, and the sound of a synthesizer thing called a 303, and like that like gave me brain chemicals, and that was it too. So I went on kind of a direct path of like in guitar bands, and then really got into like kind of techno and kind of all that acid techno and stuff going on at the time, and raves and rave culture and that kind of thing in a big way. And then started programming music and have a few crossover bands, which used to sound like a Rob Zombie remix album kind of thing. And the rest of it's a bit of a blur. Like been in heavy metal bands, one called Hellborn, Release, and a few electronica bands that did alright, like with Jeremiah, who's Module. Now that was Sense and Tivity, Huff, and then Hellborn. Did I say Hellborn?
Yeah.
And then just got into making beats.
Yeah.
And that was another big epiphany in my life, is that I've been listening to things like Square Pusher and weird kind of drum and bass stuff, and I was like, getting old, you know, it's all getting too fast and aggressive and stuff. And then Dan Keenan and Cam Locke from Digital Diggers, who I'm friends with, they showed me Gangbang by Flying Lotus. And that song, one song, was just like, holy shit, like it just hooked on it, like I can't. And oddly I don't reference this in the mixtape. But I was like, that was it, and I just couldn't stop listening to it, and then just from there it went went downhill, uphill, but just fell in love with like writing beats and
Yeah. Here we are.
Yeah, that's it now, present day.
Nice. So what are the current projects going?
Current projects, still doing Busker Dime stuff with the beat thing. I should release something, but I've been saying that for 2 years now. Got a couple of secret projects underway. Some kind of, I guess like a lazy house kind of project thing, and and there's maybe another secret odd rap spoken word thing to all come out shortly.
Yeah.
But yeah, working on a couple of that, and I'm really into this footworky juke thing at the moment. So I think if anything, I'm going to release an EP. It might be worth that kind of stuff. Oh, and doing a funk thing with a Japanese bass player,
Yeah.
which we met when Huff toured Japan. Oh, the first and second time. But so there's stuff going on.
Many going on. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, let's dive into the tracks. And track number 1 is the first song you remember kind of falling in love with?
Yeah.
How did they work? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's exactly how you worded it.
Okay.
You know, like I thought about this a lot because I thought the Flying Lotus song was a real big one. But then I think about the first thing, and then I thought, oh, maybe it was that Def Leppard Hysteria. But that was more like, you know, that was the Panadol to the heroin kind of thing. Like, it was just the gateway. So I went with Faith No More, The Real Thing, and the track The Real Thing. So that was 90, I wrote it down, 89. So I was about 11, I think. But that album kind of really got, you know, it was one of those ones that I listened to probably for the next 5 or 6 years. Like, it was one of those,
right,
and it was the one, you know, so you get my cousins over and we'd pick who would be who in the band, and then we'd, you know, mime all the instruments and stuff like that, and like it was just really kind of, and it was real different to everything else at the time too, because it had all that kind of, like, it's got, you know, there's keyboards and there's piano and there's funk bass and there's rapping and there's heavy guitars, and you know, there was no kind of we have to be that kind of genre sort of thing.
Yeah. Sweet. So what's the track name?
Oh, the track name's called The Real Thing.
Cool.
Yeah. Number 6 on the tape.
Oh, that's a pain. You have to fast forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole album's good, so that's. I thought I'd pick that one track because I don't know, it didn't get much love really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you give them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole album's pretty good, and that guy Mike Patton's got a crazy voice. I think.
Did you see them when they were here kind of recently?
Nah, I saw them years ago.
Yeah.
Which was like the Angel Dust, I think it was that tour. But nah, I listened to the new stuff.
Yeah. Not doing it for you.
It's probably a bit too tough. A bit too tough for me.
not good for an 11-year-old.
I think anything's good for an 11-year-old. The thing is, what I said on that story is, like, I remember sitting at home and stuff, and like, if I, like, I've got an 11-year-old now. She listens to all sorts of stuff. We don't listen to the radio, or we listen to Radio Control, but we don't listen to top 40 driven radio. And so she likes lots of things. She's real open-minded, and she listens to, you know, weird things. But if I sat down and I was like, man, like, you know, I was listening to Cannibal Corpse and Death and Deicide and that was like my jams. And I just remember thinking, like, my parents never once said, how's that?
Yeah.
As long as I was, you know, I played a sport, I was practicing the guitar because I had lessons and that. I remember going to a Christian guitar teacher. And I remember going with a Deicide track, going, oh, how I need to work out the tab, how to play this. And we did that, and then the rest of like the year's lessons was just me bringing in like heavy metal tapes, like real like satanic stuff, and then working out the tabs, and then we'd sit there and practice.
I'm trying to ignore the lyrics.
I guess so, you can't understand it. Christian death metal, and it's the same.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, track number 2 is a song that gives you energy.
Yeah, tough question, I thought.
They're all tough to drill down to one, but what like angle did you take this from?
Yeah, what I did was I thought, because I really like new music. Like I get really, like I don't really have a lot of like classic albums I still pull out and listen to, if any. So I really like, you know, new stuff, which probably says more about me than anything else. But I went with I think it's Tasso Acid from the Tech Life to the Neck Life. I think I don't know how they pronounce it. But he's like he's part of that Tech Life kind of footwork juke kind of stuff, and he did stuff with DJ Rashid. Was it Rashid?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like, I don't know, it's a real cool bit of music, and it's like, it's got a real bouncy, chopped up vocal thing, and it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good listening to it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's something that I thought that gives me energy. It's something that new, and it excites me straight away.
Yeah. Does it give you energy to do anything specific?
Just listen to it, really,
Yeah.
and find. Because to me, it's just going on a discovery of like, oh, this is new, this is interesting. I like the way it does that. Then go on, listen to heaps of their other stuff, or people that they were influenced by, go into like who sampled it.
It's a bit of creative energy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
I like to keep relaxed and everything.
Yeah. True. Cool. Track number 3 is your idea of a love song.
It's tricky questions. I went with Lapalux, Without You.
Mm-hmm.
With I can't remember the guy singing. Kerry someone.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
You can put it down the bottom.
Yeah, Kerry. I'm gonna say like Lethan. That's what's flashing up. And is it Nostalgic or something? Is that how you pronounce the album? I don't know.
Nostalgic.
To be honest, Dave and I have had the discussion about the name. Like
Lapalux. I reckon it's Lapalux.
Yeah, like Lap of Luxury. Like
yeah.
You said. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, the song Without You, I don't know. It's just one of those songs from the first chord. I don't know the words. That's the only thing that is I don't really know what the words mean, and the video is a bit dark. And so I was like, I don't know if that's a weird love song, but just the chords and the structure of the song is just beautiful. Yeah, kind of the song that starts and you can just look out the window.
Have you ever thought about what songs you consider love songs?
I only like, it's hard to get past that, this is the top 20 love songs and it's like, Stevie Nicks or something or whatever, like that type of stuff. So that's in my head, like it's a song specifically done by a country singer about love.
So,
yeah.
But that probably isn't. That probably doesn't work for you. So.
No, so I just went with what, and also I'm real bad with words. Like, it's not that interesting. So, like, the word content isn't like it. That's the emotion is the bit that I always find like. So I think like a voice is like a synthesizer.
Yeah. So it's another instrument. And it's the instruments that make the emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Apart from rap.
Yeah, it just kind of has to be
just one of those things. But then there's amount of times I've been, oh man, it'd be good to hear the instrumental, so it's...
And plenty of times when it's the rhythm of the rap that's actually adding to it rather than it necessarily...
Like how they Run the Jewels stuff, like they had a lot of their pace in that, in the way they do it. So that's another thing, no?
Yeah, could go for hours. So track number 4 is a song attached to a great story.
Yeah. This again was tricky because I've had a long life so far, and there's been some interesting things that have happened. But I kind of went back to that when I talked about finding, like going to the rave. The song's called "Don't Laugh," and it's by this guy Josh Wink, and like it's just a real it's back. Wait, look at that, '96. So it's got a real standard like techno kind of beat thing, and then about halfway through, like it's just laughing. And it just kind of repeats over and over and like pitches up and down and stuff like that. And it's real hypnotic. And I remember walking into, it was a rave at the back of Havelock North. And back then we used to drive around and you'd turn down, because in the car stereo I had it was mega bass in there. So that would be cranking with techno, then we'd stop and we'd turn it down and you could hear the bass from, we knew roughly where it was. And so then you'd kind of turn it down and get out and have a listen for the bass and keep driving a bit and like, to go on. And so this one walked into it, had like packing cases at the front, and then you walked behind the packing cases, and then it was built into like like an orchard shed.
Yeah.
And so you walked in, there was just like smoke machines and like those lasers that were, had to be cooled by hose water back then, and it was just real trippy. And this track was playing. Yeah. And that was it. I was just like, whoa, what the hell, what is going on? And then a lot of that guy's album and stuff has lots of, it's just pretty much made with those Roland TR-808 and 303s. Yeah. And back then, I was so confused, and there was no internet, and I don't know, there was probably synthesizer magazines, but I was still buying Hot Metal or whatever it was. Yeah. Was there internet? No, there wasn't internet.
When are we talking?
Like 96?
Oh, not for everyone. No,
Not for everyone.
it's not for you.
Just one guy's page.
Yeah.
For cats. But it was, I was like, and because we'd had the discussion, like we talked about that the 808 was the higher pitch and the 303 was a lot, like they were two synthesizers.
Yeah.
Not even knowing that the 808 was actually a drum machine. And so we just had these conversations like we knew what we were talking about, we had no idea. But basically like that was really like the moment that, like I'd been to a couple of raves and stuff, but that was the one that was just like, this is just like it really got me on an emotional level. Maybe not a great story, but it launched.
I love the bit about driving around and like listening for the bass and go that way. So you didn't have an address, or you were just
no. There was no address. It was like it's on. It was always on. Oh, I wish I remember the name of the guy. There were two guys we knew that owned the PA, and like the lights that they were real into it. Like one of the laser lights he had were like 10 grand kind of thing.
Yeah.
Literally, it was hosed into a thing to keep it cool enough.
it runs water over it.
Now you can spend $89 on Trade Me and get
The same
something
one.
that does the equivalent kind of
Yeah.
thing, but just off normal power.
Yeah.
But they had like proper massive, like
Yeah.
tens of thousands of dollars with the sound system and generators and stuff like that. So you knew it was always on this guy's. His dad must, come and think of it, I don't think a lot too deeply back then, I think. But his dad must have owned a bunch of orchards because it was always on. It was on whatever the guy's name was. It's on his dad's orchard. Somewhere at the back of Avalon. But we always
Yeah.
found them all like they'd be down by the river or
Yeah.
wherever. But
It adds to the fun.
oh yeah,
Finding
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So number 5
Number 5.
is something that reminds you of a live show or a really great show you've been to.
Yeah. So this was Big Day Out. No. Yeah. I can't remember who we were playing.
Did you make that noise because you don't want to say what?
No,
year
I
it
can't
was?
remember
Oh,
what
okay.
year it was. So the track, is Audio Active featuring Bim Sherman, Free the Marijuana, from the album We Are Experienced. I don't know when that was released. I thought I wrote that down a while ago. It's an old song. They're a Japanese dub reggae band,
Yeah.
and this probably when I went to
We don't hear that very often.
Japanese dub reggae. Not in Japan. No, you do in Japan.
Oh, right,
Like,
okay.
that's the thing. Like they've
Everything.
probably got like community groups that just appreciate dub reggae.
Yeah.
It's just good like that.
One club that only does
Yeah.
like one style of dub.
Yeah, probably just one
Japan.
specific
Yeah.
guy. So there's like On You Sound and they're like all the English stuff. It's a real cool song as you're about to hear.
Mm.
But not
good.
C. They played it Big Day Out and it had been like a long day getting up there and kind of getting Big Day Out ready and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like I'd heard them a little bit and I've been introduced to a little bit of dub reggae and stuff like that in the process of how to do all that stuff with the desk and that kind of thing, and I just heard them live and they were just like it was crazy, but just Space Cadet crazy awesome, and the music was just like everything else at the time was really just, it was that band kind of like heaps of like new metal. And what was that band that the guy used to paint his face like Darth Maul? They were like a metal band, like Limp Bizkit were big. These guys.
Disturbed.
Nah.
He didn't paint his face, he just had terrible piercings, right?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. That
Anyway,
sort of thing. Anyway.
yeah. Can't remember where. Maybe something with mushrooms. I don't know. But I mean, like that was all the stuff that was going on, and like big in the dance tent kind of thing was Basement Jacks and all that kind of thing. And so that was like, and that was when kind of I guess Big Day was more not for commercial bands.
Yes.
It was just starting to get into that, of course. And of course, some of these bands I'm representing may be different Big Day Outs. I'm not sure, but pretty sure it was around the same. But they were just cool. They were just really cool, and it had been one of those it had been an epically long day, and there had been a few weird things that had gone on. and just they were there, and it was just. And the weird thing was, is it was probably maybe like 30 people.
Yeah.
There were like all these people waiting for another band to play.
Like on the stage next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was just, and they were just these Japanese dudes playing this crazy dub reggae. It was just an amazing show, and I've only ever seen them once, and I'll never forget it. Like,
Yeah.
It was real cool, and it was real cool. Like just, I don't know who got them over here or how they ended up here. Like they were never a big kind of band.
Someone picked right.
It was so cool. It was so cool.
Nice. Awesome. Alright, and the last track, the very last track on the mixtape, this is a funeral song.
Yeah.
And this is going on record now, so if and when that day comes...
I was thinking about it with Amy, my partner, and I was like, I've never told her this. And also she wouldn't know where to find the song or anything. So I thought it was probably quite good. At least if something happens like in the not too distant future, which I hope's not the case, but at least like there'll be some reference when you turn up going, oh no, this song.
Yeah, actually I got it on record.
I'm pretty sure he wanted something by Stevie Nicks.
Mention Stevie Nicks. Yeah.
So I went with Monopoly, Waters of Duality of Para Matama, or Matma, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I'm real sorry when you start to listen to it, it's like 9 minutes long, but it's got like 6 or 7 minutes of this guy, Alan Watts. What he says is amazing.
Okay.
Like it's just, it's just.
So it's almost like he's going to be doing a eulogy for you.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, I guess how I feel, like it's really just about human nature and how other, animals and how they look at life, and maybe we should look at life the same way and not be so dicks to each other.
Yeah. Is it the normal heaviness from Monopoly?
No, this is the twist in the album that, Monopoly, by the way, he's awesome. Now he's a dude, he's been on Brainhead, but I'm not sure if he's still on Brainhead or not anymore. But this was another album that Cam had been going at me, oh this is really good, I'm like yeah. And then when I finally did listen to it, it's the only album I own on record. Yeah. And it's a reason why I got a record player for my birthday, was that for this one. And it's the only thing that, through this beat thing, like, because there's always lots of different beats and stuff that I've always listened to, like if not every couple of months, every month, as an entirety. It's real heavy and political, and then it just gets real trippy. And so this is just as it kind of changed from being real heavy and goes into kind of like something a little bit more
cool.
Yeah.
So it will suit the funeral.
Yeah. But you'd be so like, when he finishes his little speech thing, you were still a bit like, oh, yeah, wow. Yeah,
people are going to be reevaluate their entire existence at your
They'll
funeral.
just get up and walk out and just do what they want to do and be nice to people.
Sweet, that's the goal.
That's the plan. So. Yep.
Nice. Awesome, thanks man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
And garage.
Yeah. I guess I'll write off on this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a fold-out pool table, by the way. Not pool table, tennis table.
I'll get a bit of that in.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers.
Or like a seashell. We pick up shells. I always keep one around, sort of as an example for many things, and say, my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? There's not an aesthetic fault in it anywhere. It's absolutely perfect. Now, I wonder if these fish look at each other's shells and say, don't you think she's kind of fat?